You've not got these charging cables rubbing on the paint, you've not got them dangling on the floor, getting muddy and all that kind of thing. So really good system.
"5 minutes on a charger, almost 250 miles back in the battery." Then comes the crazier part. BYD's new battery tech is being pitched for roughly 740,000 miles of life. Charging time and battery fear were the two big excuses keeping people away from EVs, and China's BYD just destroyed both. The big EV problem BYD is trying to kill for years. EVs have sounded amazing until real life shows up. You forget to charge overnight. You have work in the morning. You need to pick someone up. You've got errands. Then suddenly your clean, futuristic car feels like another thing you have to manage. That's the part people don't say out loud. EV anxiety isn't always about getting stranded in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes it's just the feeling that the car needs more planning than you do. BYD is attacking that exact feeling. The Han L is built around a very simple promise. You shouldn't have to build your day around charging. You should be able to plug in, grab coffee, answer 2 messages, and come back to enough range for days of normal driving. That's why this car feels important. It's not trying to impress only EV nerds. It's going after normal drivers who want the benefits without the homework. But here's the part that makes it way more interesting. BYD isn't just making the battery bigger. It's trying to make the whole ownership experience feel faster, calmer, and less risky. So, what's the first thing that makes you stop? The charging. The first wow moment is 5-minute charging. The Han L uses BYD's Super E platform, and the headline number is wild. Under the right conditions, it can add about 400 kilometers, or almost 250 miles of range, in around 5 minutes. That matters because gas cars have always had one unbeatable advantage. Refueling is quick. You don't think about it. You don't plan your lunch around it. You don't sit in a parking lot watching a percentage climb. BYD is trying to take that advantage away. Imagine you're on a road trip. In a normal EV, a charging stop can turn into a whole situation. Find the charger, check if it's working, wait if it's busy, plug in, sit around, maybe eat something you didn't even want just because you're stuck there. With the Han L, the promise is different. Plug in, step out, stretch, grab a drink, and the car is basically ready before you've even wasted enough time to get annoyed. That's the sell, not just faster charging, less friction. And let's be honest, that's what people actually want from technology. Nobody wakes up excited to manage battery percentages. They want the car to disappear into their routine. But here's the catch, and it's a good one to ask before getting too excited. What's the point of 5-minute charging if the right charger doesn't exist where you need it? BYD already thought about that. The charger network is part of the story. This is where BYD starts looking less like a normal car brand and more like an ecosystem company. The Han L isn't being launched with just a big battery claim and good luck to everyone else. BYD is also building the flash charging network meant to support this kind of speed. That matters because an EV spec without infrastructure is just a nice sentence in a press release. Think about it. A car can be capable of insane charging speeds, but if every charger near you is too slow, broken, crowded, or miles away, the feature doesn't change your life. BYD's strategy is to build the car and the charging system together. That's why this feels different. The company knows the vehicle can't sell the dream alone. The charging network has to make the dream believable. And there's another detail that makes this smarter. Ultra-fast charging can put huge pressure on the grid, so BYD is pairing stations with energy storage. In simple terms, the station can store electricity first, then deliver a massive burst to the car when needed. That's not a small detail. That's the difference between a flashy demo and something that can actually scale. So if you're watching this and thinking, fine, the charging sounds crazy, but what about the car itself? That's exactly where we go next. Because the Han L isn't some weird science project with a battery strapped under it. It actually looks like something people would want. The Han L looks like a proper luxury sedan. The Han L has that long, low, smooth sedan shape that instantly makes it feel more expensive than a basic family car. It's wide, clean, and confident, not overly busy, not trying too hard, not covered in fake aggression. It looks like the kind of car for someone who wants luxury without shouting. Someone who likes the clean confidence of a Tesla Model S, the comfort vibe of a Mercedes, and the punch of a Porsche Taycan, but doesn't want to feel like they're buying yesterday's idea of an EV. And this is where BYD gets clever. The Han L doesn't look like it's only made for early adopters. It looks like a car for executives, families, tech lovers, long-distance drivers, and anyone who wants one car that can do almost everything. Daily commute? Easy. Airport run? Easy. Family dinner? Easy. Highway overtake? Way too easy. That's the appeal. It's not asking you to choose between comfort and performance. It's trying to give you both, then add charging speed on top like it's no big deal. But now comes the question that makes this car feel almost unfair. How fast should a family sedan really be? BYD's answer is faster than most sports cars you grew up dreaming about. The second wow moment is supercar speed in a daily car. The Han L can hit 0 to 60 in about 2.9 seconds. That's not quick for a family car. That's quick, full stop. But the number alone doesn't explain why it matters. In daily life, that kind of power means the car never feels stressed. Merging onto a highway is instant. Passing slower traffic is effortless. Pulling away from a light feels dramatic, even when you're not trying to show off. And yes, it's fun. That matters too, because this is the part some car reviews forget. People don't only buy vehicles with spreadsheets. They buy them because of how they make them feel. The Han L is trying to make an electric sedan feel calm in traffic, comfortable with family, and ridiculous when you press the pedal. That mix is addictive. It's for the person who wants one car that can behave all week, then still make passengers laugh when the road opens up. It's for the driver who wants performance, but doesn't want a tiny sports car, harsh suspension, tiny trunk, or a car that only makes sense on perfect roads. This is where BYD's pitch gets strong. You're not buying speed as a toy. You're getting speed as part of a car that still works in real life. But speed creates a new question. If a car charges this fast and accelerates this hard, does the battery wear out faster? That's the anxiety BYD is trying to crush next. The battery is the real story. The Blade Battery 2.0 is where the Han L stops being just an impressive EV and starts feeling like a warning shot to the rest of the industry. Because the biggest fear with EVs has never only been range, it's battery life. People look at a used EV and wonder what's hiding under the floor. How much capacity is left? How is it charged? How many years before the battery becomes the most expensive problem in the car? BYD knows that fear exists, and this battery is designed to attack it directly. The company is pitching a battery lifespan around 1.2 million kilometers, roughly 740,000 miles. Let that sit for a second. Most cars never get close to that. Most drivers won't even own one vehicle long enough to try. So the psychological effect is huge. The battery stops feeling like the fragile part of the car. It starts feeling like the thing that might outlast everything else. That's a major shift. If you're buying new, it makes the car feel safer long term. If you're buying used, it makes the battery less scary. If you're running a taxi, ride-share car, or delivery fleet, it changes the entire cost calculation. And that's why this isn't only a cool stat. It's a business weapon. But here's the next question. If batteries start lasting this long, what happens to resale value? That's where things get even more interesting. The used EV game could change. Used EVs have always had one awkward problem. Nobody really knows how to price battery uncertainty. A gas car with 100,000 miles is easy for most buyers to understand. They know what they're getting into. But a used EV with the same mileage feels more mysterious. The battery could be fine, or it could be the thing that makes the deal fall apart. That mystery lowers value. Now imagine a battery with extreme lifespan claims, strong durability, and a brand reputation built around battery chemistry. Suddenly, the battery doesn't feel like the scary unknown. It becomes the reason the car might still be worth something after years of use. That matters for normal buyers, but it matters even more for people who drive for a living. If you're a ride-share driver, a delivery operator, a company fleet manager, or someone who racks up serious mileage, this is the stuff that changes the math. Less time charging, more time driving, less fear of battery failure, better long-term value. That's why competitors have to pay attention. BYD isn't only building cars for people who want shiny new tech. It's building cars for people who count every mile as money. And there's one more layer. When the car is finally done, the battery might still have a second life in energy storage. Homes, solar systems, businesses, charging stations, all of them can use batteries that no longer need to perform like new in a vehicle. So this pack isn't just a car component. It can become an energy asset. That's the kind of thinking that makes BYD dangerous. It's not looking at the car as one product. It's looking at the battery as something that can create value twice. But okay, enough battery talk. What does the Han L actually do for the person sitting inside it every day? The tech is built around daily life. The Han L feels like part of a new wave of Chinese EVs that don't treat cars like old machines with a screen added later. They treat the whole car like a connected device. That means smart cabin features, big digital interfaces, driver assistance, voice controls, connected services, and a smoother software experience. But the important part is not the screen size. It's what all that tech does when you're actually living with the car. Long highway drive? Driver assistance can reduce the mental load. Busy weekday? Fast charging means one short stop can save your whole schedule. Family use? Quiet electric driving, roomy cabin, and smooth power make the car easier for everyone. Daily commute? Instant torque makes city driving feel effortless instead of tiring. This is why the Han L works as more than a headline. It solves small problems that happen every day. And that's what viewers remember. Not just that the battery is big, not just that the charger is fast. They remember the feeling of being less stressed, less delayed, less tied to a charging plan. That's the future BYD is selling. But now we have to ask the uncomfortable question for every other automaker. If BYD can do this now, what are Tesla, Mercedes, BMW, Toyota, and Ford supposed to do next? Why this makes the industry nervous? Tesla should care, because charging convenience has always been one of its biggest strengths. BYD is attacking that advantage directly. Mercedes and BMW should care because Chinese EVs are no longer just cheap alternatives. They're becoming serious luxury and tech competitors. Toyota should care because battery durability goes straight after the strongest argument for hybrids: long-term trust. Ford and GM should care because if BYD keeps proving better EV economics at scale, Western brands have to cut prices, improve specs, or risk looking slow. That's the real story here. The Han L is not just competing with one car, it's pressuring the entire market. And the pressure is not only about speed or range, it's about expectations. Once people see 5-minute charging, waiting 35 or 45 minutes starts feeling old. Once people hear battery life claims in the hundreds of thousands of miles, weak battery warranties start feeling nervous. Once people see a family sedan move like a performance car, boring EVs start looking lazy. BYD is changing what buyers think they should be able to get. And when buyer expectations move, automakers have to move with them. But let's keep it real. Is everything perfect already? No. And that's important. The real-world catch 5-minute charging depends on the right charger, the right conditions, and the right battery state. Range numbers from Chinese test cycles can also look more generous than what drivers see in tougher real-world testing. And in some markets, you may not be able to buy the Han L at all. So no, this car doesn't instantly solve every EV problem for every driver everywhere. But that's not the point. The point is that BYD just showed the direction. This is how EVs become easier to sell to normal people, not by telling them to care more about the planet, not by giving them a lecture about efficiency, by making the car faster to charge, easier to trust, more fun to drive, and less annoying to own. That's how you win people over. And even if the Han L never comes to your city, the technology pressure still reaches you, because competitors copy what works. What this means for you: you might never buy this exact BYD, you might never even see one in person, but the impact can still show up in your next car. Better charging, better warranties, lower prices, longer range, stronger battery durability, more pressure on brands that got too comfortable. That's how competition works. When one company proves something is possible, the rest of the market has to react. And BYD has now put a very uncomfortable question in front of everyone else. If a Chinese sedan can charge like this, last like this, and perform like this, why can't your next EV do the same? That's why the Han L matters. It's not just a car, it's a challenge. And for viewers, that's the exciting part. The next few years of EVs could move way faster than people expected, because brands are no longer competing only on range. They're competing on convenience, trust, speed, software, and total ownership experience. That's the future of the car market. Not just electric cars, better cars.